Right, buddy, this is the latest on Bruno Fernandes. We'll be talking about a world record potential bid incoming for Bruno Fernandes and the latest on the stuff with Al Hilal. It doesn't seem like this news is going away. I'm going to give you my thoughts, and ultimately, we're going to give you the latest news. So, listen, Al Hilal, obviously been linked to Bruno Fernandes, and listen, Manchester United sources are confident Bruno Fernandes will be a crucial part of the rebuild under Ruben Amorim. They maintain he isn't for sale now. Al Hilal have the stance in which they want to spend 130 million bid for Bruno Fernandes. Now, they would be prepared to offer the world British record transfer fee for Bruno. The highest sale in Premier League history is Moises Caicedo to Chelsea at £115 million. Manchester United insists there's no release clause in Bruno's contract, but Al Hilal understand there's an amount that United will engage with should the player express a desire to move. Al Hilal made an offer of £65 million a year to Bruno Fernandes, the equivalent of £1.25 million a week. Now, listen, with Bruno, as I said, he's a good player. One of the best players for me in the Premier League in recent years. And the Al Hilal stuff has obviously developed. I think with Bruno, for me, I don't think he will go anywhere. I don't think he'll leave Manchester United. He's one of those players who is really, really important to Manchester United. And listen, the fact that it's not a hot deal yet, so there's a lot of contrasting things. I mean, 115 million is a lot of money. Is that something United could potentially engage in? For me, you have to look at it, he's 30 years old. Yes, he's one of my favourite players, and he's one of the better players in the Premier League and one of the better United players. But how much years has he got? And I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not trying to say sell Bruno. I think he's a very, very good player and offers a lot to this United team. On and off the pitch, he's a good role model. But on the pitch, there's no one doubting his numbers. You look at and his output and his work. He does all the basic things you'd want from a footballer. You look in recent years, we've criticised footballers at United and other clubs for not working hard, not doing the bare minimum. And that's ultimately something Bruno does. He runs every game, even if it is going bad. And I think he's one of those players who is very underrated in the modern game. He gets goals and assists left, right and centre. He's a very, very versatile player, can play left 10, right 10, CDM. We've even seen him put shifts at centre-back. Like, he works effortlessly around the pitch. And I think the fact that Al Hilal, as I said, they haven't got Mo Salah, they've obviously think Bruno Fernandes is the next one. They need another big player, and obviously Bruno does seem like the next one. It's a huge offer, record offer. Will United turn it down? I mean, it is a lot of money for a player like Bruno Fernandes. It does make a lot of sense in terms of why Al Hilal will go for it. But I just think Manchester United will turn it down. I just don't think yes, it's a lot of money and you can probably reinvest it into Buemo, Acuna, but are they as good as Bruno? And I think unless you're going to buy someone who's guaranteed, like a Musiala or someone like that, I just don't think right now we should be looking at selling Bruno Fernandes. We'll have to wait and see what develops. I'll be very, very frustrated if Bruno Fernandes does leave Manchester United. He's one of my favourite players, as I said. At Manchester United, there is huge possibilities that he will go. I mean, £150 million or £115 million is a lot of money, and someone for a club like United, I mean, I've seen a lot of people say offer 730 million because that's the debt United are currently in. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what develops. I think Bruno's in a position where I don't think he will want to move from Manchester United. I think he really wants to stay. Ruben Amorim wants to keep him. He's not a player who United fans really want to sell. And listen, I don't really want... It's a no for me. I want to keep Bruno Fernandes at all costs. But, yeah, he's a very, very good player. I see a lot of people criticising Bruno. But yeah, for me, not. I wouldn't go anywhere near Bruno for selling Bruno. As I said, he's very integral. He's very key to the team. What he offers, not many players can offer in the league. And I think in terms of what would be a suitable price that you would accept for Bruno? It probably would be like, it sounds crazy, but £150 million upwards. I think he's one of those players where he's irreplaceable. Yes, at one point, maybe 2-3 years, United will have to replace him. And he does have his downsides. Listen, his whinging, people have his moaning, and his people disagree with that. For me, I think it's just the way he expresses himself. People have different ways of doing that. And I think Bruno is absolutely key to the way in which Manchester United want to play at the moment. He's been central to what we do. You look at, in such a very, very poor Manchester United team, Bruno has been one of our better players. But yeah, listen, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to leave it there. It's a huge offer coming in from Al Hilal for Bruno Fernandes. They really want to get this deal under the bag, and they are acting very quick. For me, as you know, I would not sell Bruno Fernandes at this moment. It's a no from me. He's an integral part of the team. We look at what he offers. I mean, there's be a few players I wouldn't sell, and for me, he's considered untouchable. Yes, he's 30 years old, but I still think he's got a lot of years left at the top level playing for United. But let me know your thoughts.